excuse me, the ham. Well, now we've got a little problem with this great whining sound that I'm hearing coming all the way from London. It's just so deafening. Well, that whining sound you hear is Prince Harry again, doing the, oh, poor me, I'm being picked on, everyone's so unfair to me. The British government, the royal family. His lawyers are in court this week because he is suing the British government for refusing to pay for armed police protection whenever it's in Britain. It's only going to pay on a case-by-case basis. And Harry is so poor, as you know, it's not good enough. Joining me from London is Patrick Christie, star presenter of GB News. Patrick, great to see you again. Does Harry seriously think that taxpayers want to fund his police protection for him and Meghan Markle after the way they've smeared and damaged the royal family over the last 5 years?
I mean, this guy's so arrogant that I don't think he gives a damn about British taxpayers, to be perfectly honest with you. The fact is that if you're not going to do your royal duties and you're going to stick the knife in on the way out of this country, then you shouldn't have police officers on duty protecting you when you come to this country. That's not, I think, a controversial view. The other argument was that he should maybe be allowed to pay for his own police protection. I'm sorry, but our Metropolitan Police are not for hire. What precedent does that set every time George Clooney comes to the UK or someone like that? Are they allowed to just rent our Metropolitan Police? I mean, we've got a knife crime epidemic, a drug dealing epidemic, you name it, we've got it over here. Police officers already aren't attending shoplifting cases, so why should they protect Prince Harry? And I hate to say it, but some of the risks that Prince Harry is facing, he's brought upon himself. In his book Spare, he wrote about killing Taliban fighters. Well, if you put a fatwa on yourself, Harry, don't expect the British public to have to pay for that. And if that means that you're going to struggle to come back to the UK, well, oh well, never mind.
Yeah, but I worry that your judges there seem to be very deferential to him. I thought Meghan Markle was so lucky not to get pinged for lying to a court in her court case. I thought Harry was very lucky to be allowed to sue, I think it was Daily Mirror or something, for damages, despite his fantasies about being stalked. Is he likely to win this one?
I think it's quite unlikely at the moment, just basically because he's been knocked back already so far. And this is the Home Office that are going against him here and basically just saying you are now not a working royal. The thing will be is on a case-by-case basis, right? So I think everyone would think if he's going to visit his family or take part in some kind of royal duties or at a royal event, then yeah, of course, you would get police protection. But if it is just that you want to come round and strut up and down the King's Road or something along those lines, I mean, the biggest joke in all of this is that what he's trying to claim, right, is that it would have a detrimental impact on his charity work if he was attacked, OK? So aside from his own personal security, a detrimental work on his charity work. Well, you know, we're not actually seeing a huge amount of charity work from Prince Harry, and it does equate to something like 1 hour a month that he appears to be doing alongside Meghan Markle, and most of that is based in California. So I'm pretty sure the charity sector would survive.
Oh, Patrick, such cynicism in one so young. But Patrick, the West has a real immigration crisis. I mean, I was just looking at the US, more than 2 million illegal immigrants pouring over the border in just 1 year. Also in Europe, the same crisis, Italy particularly, so many boatloads of young men. I mean, where are the women? Where are the children coming from Africa, crowding this reception centre in Lampedusa, for instance? But Britain has also had a shock about illegal immigration. Tell us about it and what is the government trying to do to fix it?
Yeah, massive levels of illegal immigration where we're seeing people coming across the channel. The government is trying to claim that they're doing everything they can to stop people coming across the channel. I've got an exclusive on my show tonight, 9 to 11 p.m. UK time, which proves that there are more people waiting on the other side of the channel to cross than ever before. They've done a deal with Rwanda to try and use that as a third country in order to plonk people there for processing. Our woke politicians and various different human rights groups, who in my opinion are essentially on the take, are desperately trying to block that. They have blocked it so far. Our Home Secretary went back to Rwanda yesterday, signed a new deal that said the Rwandan government promises to have an international scrutiny committee in their country and a rights to appeal, so there will be no human rights violations. A sovereign nation has agreed for money to have an international scrutiny committee in there. That is, I think, quite an egregious step. And so that's got to get voted through Parliament now. The problem is it'll probably get held up in the House of Lords. It'll get dragged through the courts again, people trying to claim that Rwanda is not a safe country and that it is our duty to keep these people. The other big problem, though, of course, is legal migration. Net around 675,000 a year. When the government was voted in, they wanted to get it below about 150,000. Now, they are admitting, as of Monday, that they would be happy with a figure of around 400,000 people. That's a city the size of Coventry every single year, and the government's being pushed and pulled around. They're under attack from the right wing of the party who don't want it. They're under attack from the left wing of the party who think that they're being too soft. And so we have squishy Rishi Sunak in the middle doing, frankly, not a lot.
It's just extraordinary. Don't these people actually look at the boatloads coming over and see, listen, if these are genuine refugees, where are the older people? Where are the women? Where are the children? I mean, it's just extraordinary. You're being taken for a ride. If they want to come, if they really are fear of their safety, what does it matter if they're in Rwanda? At least they're safe. I mean, seriously, Patrick, what is this blindness in your country, as there was in ours, to what's really going on?
Yeah, so we had footage of someone in a taxpayer-funded migrant hotel earlier this week throwing £20 and £50 notes around like he was at some kind of, adult club. And it turns out that these people are being given free accommodation and then working in what's called the black economy. So car washes or working as Deliveroo drivers or Uber Eats or one of those things. Yeah. And they're making a load of money there. The problem is for people is that they've just got a blind spot when it comes to the security threats, etc. All they are doing now is they see illegal immigration good, and that's a problem.
Got to go. Patrick, it's been great to talk to you this year. See you next year. Thanks for joining me.